Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in beautiful Frederick, Colorado. It's yours truly, Marlon Bledman, and today we have...
My name is Zach Moritz. I'm a service technician here at Frederick at Transwest. Today we're going to show you this 2021 Summit hauler that's 4x4 on a Freightliner M2 106 chassis. And we're showing you the undercarriage of it.
Yep. And you guys always seen inside, outside, so today we decided to try to go underneath this big boy and kind of show you some of the components underneath there. And of course, hopefully you guys enjoy and you guys know exactly what you're buying and what's underneath those trucks. So we're going to start off from the back end of this truck. One thing I wanted to mention to you guys, we always try to go underneath this truck when we're showing you guys the hitch and stuff like that. So this is a plate we have on there that you guys see all the time, and kind of show you guys a little way to how to pretty much take this off. So you have that pin, and this slides off right here. So just makes it easier for you guys to see. Right now you are looking at the Kurt commercial duty 20,000 pound hitch, and right next to it you got the electrical for the 7-pin hookup, and of course that big counterweight we always mention. You guys could see that right here. So now to go a little bit in depth with what's underneath this truck, we're going to point out some stuff, and we kind of mention what it is. So we're going to start off with this 2 big bags up here.
So these 2 bags are actually your springs under this truck. They're filled with air that comes from the truck's air system. And the cool thing about this air system is it has this valve up here that actually levels the rear of the truck. So you add more weight and it'll actually lift the truck up more and help it ride level.
Awesome. And as we continue, as you guys could see, there's big drums between those tires, and through this drum, or between those drums, you have the brake pads for this here. If you just want to hold that.
Yeah.
I just want to compare this to a 1-ton pickup brake shoe or brake pads. So you can see the difference between that. So for safety on those trucks, you can see the difference between that. Anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, just the overall size of the friction material on these brake shoes compared to these pads off a 1-ton. These will allow a lot more braking force and help stop just a lot heavier loads.
Yep. And it's a little bit heavy too, so you're getting quality. And as we continue here, just want to kind of point out that hitch. I don't know if you can see that right now. So we do have a gooseneck ball on this truck, and you can see how solid this is put onto the frame, and the gooseneck ball is located right where you see this big nut right here. So that just shows you how heavy duty that ball is on that truck. And as we continue,
so these are the brake cans. They are actually what actuates the air brakes. This rod over here will travel out and it'll rotate a cam that applies the brakes. It's all air, so it's basically redundant. It can run with leaks. So yeah.
So you're getting pretty much a good brake system. It's way better than hydraulic. Again, people have their preferences between hydraulic brakes and air brakes. So like you said, this could run with an air leak, and you don't have to worry too much. You know, once you stop, then you could pretty much find that air leak and not damage your truck if you have a leak on a hydraulic system.
And it loses. It loses no braking force when there's a leak.
Yeah. So this is way safer than having a hydraulic system. Okay, as we continue with this long pipe going through here.
So this is the drive shaft that goes to the rear differential on this truck. It's all heavy duty carriers. If you come over here, I actually show you the difference in the U-joint between a 1-ton pickup and this truck. So this is for a 1-ton, a lot smaller, a lot weaker. You can look inside the cap. There's the needle bearings in the 1-ton are significantly smaller. it's all just basically a lot heavier duty.
And another thing is, a lot of people, whenever we compare a 1-ton to a Freightliner like this, they're always like, okay, but a pickup is smaller and this truck is way bigger. Yes, you guys have a point. But at the end of the day, you're looking at the weight that pickup will be pulling compared to, this truck. So everything matters, even though the pickup is smaller and this is bigger and it needs bigger components, you're looking at the weight you pull in, the weight you have to stop, and all that stuff like that. So we have to compare that to actually show you guys. Yes, it's smaller, but it could damage by the weight you pull.
Yeah, it saves a lot more in driveline wear and tear.
Yeah. All right. So you might be wondering what this is.
So that's a cooler for the transfer case on this truck. This is much larger than a standard transfer case off a automobile, so it actually requires fluid cooling.
Cool. And one thing I wanted to mention too, like we always see what our storage boxes looks like. So this is what we add to the truck. This is all our storage compartments underneath right now. So you're looking at all the wiring. This is for all the lights coming out of the truck. And then of course the storage boxes, how solid they are, and how well they are welded and put together. And as we continue here, you guys can see two big tubes here.
So these are the air supply tanks for the truck. They hold about 120 psi to supply the air suspension, air brakes, your air seat, air cab. The cool thing about these is they're close to maintenance free because they have these automatic drain valves, and this one actually has a heater on it, so if there is water in that valve, it'll heat up and not freeze, so it'll still operate even in cold temperatures.
And of course we have the air dry system hooked up on this one also. So like you said, if there's any moisture trying to go into those tanks, the air dry system will actually stop that before it actually enters those tanks. So this is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And then as we go here,
so this is a Meritor transfer case. It is a 2-speed transfer case. It can handle basically the weight of the truck, the weight of what the truck's rated for. Just very heavy duty, very
it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So it is a 4x4, so again, it helps with getting you from 2-wheel drive to 4-wheel drive, and then both front and rear axle is made by Meritor.
Yes.
Right. And then in the back you have a 4.89 axle ratio. So you guys always talk about the 2 50-gallon tanks. So if we could point at that right now. So this is one of your 50-gallon tanks here, and of course the other one located right here. So a lot of people try to ask if we could extend those tanks underneath those trucks. The answer might be
very little.
Yeah, because of the space, underneath the truck. So that's why a lot of people put those auxiliary tanks on the bed of the truck. And then of course you have your 6-gallon def tank located right here. Pretty solid. And as we continue, we do talk about the Allison transmission all the time. It is a 6-speed Allison automatic transmission.
So yeah, this is Allison 3200 TRV series. So the 1-ton GMC pickups will have an Allison 1000. This transmission is about twice the weight, but it still offers the same drivability and smooth shifting that the 1000 series does.
And as we continue up front here, we're going to talk about this a little bit.
Yeah, so this is your after treatment system for your exhaust. What it does is it takes the dirty exhaust from the engine and it cleans it and filters it and just makes it healthier to breathe.
Yeah. So again, guys, we come in the front here. Now you're going to look at the Cummins 8.9 liter engine. This is that red block you see right here. Can you talk about like what this particular area is for?
So what you're seeing under here is just the oil pan for the engine. It holds all the engine's oil. On the right side, you got the starter there. This engine's rated at 350 horsepower. It is turbocharged, has an air-to-air aftercooler. Just, I think, 1150 torque?
Yep, 1150 foot-pounds. And
Yeah.
this is your fuel filter, right?
Yes, that's your primary fuel filter.
Yeah. And then right now, guys, right here, you're gonna look at your radiator. And this is a 3-piece bumper we always talk about. Pretty much, you guys can see how it's all screwed together. So if one part is damaged, you could just simply replace that particular part that is damaged on that unit. And of course, you get the same brake shoes up front as well. So you still have the same effect in the back. And then a lot of people will ask like what this long bar is for people who don't know.
So that's actually a tie rod. That's what connects the two wheels together when you turn.
And then underneath here, you can see a few things here, like your water coolant here. I'm sorry, your window washer wiper fluid. And again, it's just wanted to make you guys, aware of what's underneath here. A lot of people don't really go underneath those trucks on a regular. So the only time they get a chance to even view those is if, the mechanic wants to show them something in the shop. But customers out there don't really have a chance to go underneath those trucks and see exactly what they're buying or what those components actually mean, so we just wanted to come out here today to kind of like view that with you. So if you guys have any questions on those parts, or want to go in depth with certain things in terms of brakes or how the air brake system work and stuff like that, feel free to contact us. We got friendly staff here. As you can see, Zach here has taken time off his schedule to kind of explain certain things with us. So I want to thank you guys so much for always believing in us, believing in our product. The Summit Hauler has been around for a long time right now, so we're just trying to make things better and better. And having this 4x4 version on our lot right now, it's amazing. We've had a few people purchase those units and haven't heard from them ever since. So that just shows you that they're believing the product and they really love it. So if you guys are interested in this product or want to know more information, feel free to contact us. My name is Marlon Bledman and this is Zach. So you can contact me at 303-684-3412 or text or call me on my cell at 661-755-4344. If you guys want any more information, we'll be happy to share that with you. We could actually do this again, do a video chat with you, and go over certain things in person with you. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I want to thank Zach for taking time out of his schedule to help us out. So I'm going to make Zach go back to work, and thank you guys so much, and we'll see you tomorrow for another amazing video. Thank you very much.
Thank you.